What's up, YouTube? Got a new video that I am excited to share with you. Today we are going to be discussing the LaRue MBT. This one here is a LaRue MBT2S, which has the straight trigger bow. This also comes with the traditional curved trigger bow version. Now I've finally got a chance to get this installed and take it for a spin, and holy shit, this thing is nothing short of a game changer as far as triggers are concerned. So whenever you receive it, it's going to be packaged in what looks like a little coffee can. My first thoughts about it, I got to look it over, and the milling work is absolutely impeccable on this thing. There's no tooling marks or anything like that. The what do you call it? The nitriding job is done very, very well. As a matter of fact, it's got like the serial number and all that printed onto the side, but you can definitely tell where the attention to detail is very, very good on these things. So if I'm not entirely sure, but I do believe that these do come with a lifetime warranty. Though I gotta admit, after looking at the quality of these triggers, and how outstanding they are, I highly doubt anyone would ever actually have to use it unless it's some sort of odd circumstance. I don't know. But anyway, just so you kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be comparing this to, my personal opinion, and it's seldom that I like to say that there is one absolute best. Now, I will say this in the case of triggers, that in my opinion, Geisley is the absolute best. It is the gold standard against which all other triggers are judged. So that is my personal favorite, is the Geisley. But if I did have a silver medalist to choose, this one's going to be it. Now, I've got a multitude of other different triggers. I mean, I've got like the from Elfman to CMC. I've tried out the Rise Armament, which I wasn't really a fan of. So I have tried out my share of those cassette type triggers that you have to drop in, as well as a lot of different single stage mil spec type triggers. Now this is a two-stage, whatever, same difference. So it may give you a little bit of a different feel. Me personally though, I mean, this thing is just all around, it's unbeatable. Now the best part about this thing is it's going to be the price. It runs right at $90, not including shipping. So including shipping, this thing's going to ship to your house for just under $1. Now what does that mean? That means that basically anyone on any budget tier can afford this trigger, and that in itself is just a unbelievable selling point. I mean, if you're looking for an upgrade, whether you have a PSA or some sort of high budget build, I would highly recommend you looking at getting this trigger. The only other one that if money is absolutely not a concern, I would only recommend a Geisley over this one. But this, if you're on the fence between this LaRue Tactical or some other cassette type trigger, go with this one. I'm telling you, I've tried just about every damn one of them, and this is by far the way to go. I am super impressed. So I'm gonna quit rambling, and I'm gonna give you an up close look at how it functions. So just so you know, we are clear. You will not see any negligent discharges, not today. So this right here is your pre-travel, okay? It's not much, it is just a hair, all right? It's nice and crisp, no slop left or right. I mean, that fucker is in there. And here is your brake. You can see it moves just short to the rear, nice short to that rear wall. Now we're gonna recharge it, and a very hard positive reset, which I love. Pop. I mean, it's very tactile. Now it's obviously it's not easy for me to articulate how a trigger feels. I can tell you all day long, but until you get your hands on this thing, there's no real way for me to there's only so many words that I can articulate to you. But if you do decide to throw $90 down on this thing, I can promise you this, regardless of what your mission is, whether it's close quarter combat, whether you want to throw this thing on a DMR rifle, it will suit all purposes. And if you're one of those types, you just want to throw it on a PSA and blow through a bunch of fucking ammo, then I can tell you right now, you're going to be very, very, very pleased with this thing. So this is now my new go-to trigger. I highly recommend it to anyone and everyone out there. It is fantastic, and I just can't talk good enough about this thing. So anyway, hopefully that makes your decision for you. The only other competitor that I see that's this good is going to be a Geisley, and they are significantly more expensive, as you know. But anything other than Geisley, I recommend this. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope that helps.